Welcome back to the LusoCAD for Beginners course by Structural Academy. In this lesson we will explain LusoCAD's layers, their properties and how to manage them. Layers are a very useful method for organizing and reducing clutter in your drawing. Before you start a complicated project, make sure to create base layers for each of the element types in your design. To access the Layer Manager, go to the Layer ribbon and click Layer Properties. Alternatively, we can type LA in the model view to use the shortcut. Here we can see a list of created layers for this project. Since this is a newly created project, we only have one layer. Let's create a new layer to explain its respective properties. Click on this icon, or type Alt-N. Now we have the new layer. The status column will tell us which layer is the current layer, meaning the layer every object will be created in. If we want to change the current layer, double-click on the status icon for the layer we want to set as current. We can alternatively click Alt-C or use the icons. We can double-click the name to rename the layer. The light bulb icon is for turning the layer off or on. This will only make it invisible, not delete it. The freeze function works similarly to the on-off function. The layer will also disappear. The difference between these two is in the way the program's performance is affected. When we freeze the layer, it will not be processed by LusoCAD, which can help with computational processes. For this reason, on and off works best for temporarily making a layer visible or invisible, and freeze is best when we know the layer will be hidden for the majority of the time. We can also lock the layer, meaning it will not react to any modification in the model view. The layer opacity will be reduced to illustrate this. Next is color. One of the basic ways to differentiate layers. You can choose any color for each layer. Line type refers to the shape of the line, whether it's continuous or dotted, uses characters, etc. Click the Load button to load a line type from the LusoCAD list. Line weight is also useful for differentiating layers. We can choose the thickness of the lines with this option. Remember to activate line weight in the model view to see this property. We can also change the opacity in the transparency field. The next property is whether the object will be plotted. If we disable plotting, the object will appear on the model view, but not once the project is plotted. Let's see how this layer looks once we draw a line. Remember to activate line weight. We can see that the line type, line weight, color, and transparency were all correctly applied. The layer ribbon will also be very useful for making layer changes easily. We can freeze, thaw, turn on or off and select the current layer from this menu, among many other options. This was all for LusoCAD's layers. Keep watching our course to perfect your LusoCAD skills.